What's up, people? This is your girl, Chay Eday, Queen of Reality Clean, where I scrub the dirt until everybody comes clean. Today, I'm reviewing The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 5, Episode 11. And I gotta tell you folks, right off the bat, I am freaking out. I'm disgusted. This episode hit so many buttons for me. So the episode starts with the continuation of the fight between Brandi and Kyle, who Kyle is just trying to talk to her sister Kim before she leaves the party at Eileen's house. And when we last left last episode, we saw that Brandi is turning around, shoving Kyle and blocking her from having a discussion with her sister Kim. So it continues on. They take it out to the parking area of Eileen's house. And Kyle is just saying to her, move, get out the way. You know the words, you know the lyrics. And Brandi is not moving. Brandi is continuing to stand between the two sisters. And I told you guys in my last review of last episode, you don't get in the way of sisters, okay? You were not raised together, okay? And you haven't got the history. So when sisters have a problem, move. Get out the way. But Brandi, for some reason, does not understand how to behave and hasn't learned this lesson. And so after a bit of back and forth, Kyle and her end up sort of one-on-one. And Kyle is begging her, just let me talk to my sister without you being around or saying anything. And all of a sudden, Brandi, she decides to turn around and say to Kyle, oh, really, bitch? You want me to go ghetto? You want me to get ghetto on you, bitch? That's what she says to Kyle. I mean, okay, so folks, here's my first point on that whole situation. I am so sick and tired of everybody and their third cousin talking about ghetto this and ghetto that and, oh, I'm gonna be ghetto and you don't want me to get ghetto on you. What the hell do you even mean by that? Okay? I just want to point out right now that some of the highest class people with the most integrity, manners, some of the hardest working people on the planet live in low income housing neighborhoods. Okay? And some of the dirtiest, filthiest, backstabbing, low down, trifling people live right there in Beverly Hills. So I don't even understand why you're opening your mouth about ghetto anything. Okay? Because I'll tell you what I know. I'm not there, but I already know. Brandi, you are so ghetto. You go grocery shopping at the 7-Eleven. Yes, you are. Okay? Like I said, I'm not there, but I already know. As a matter of fact, you are so nasty that you use Febreze to open your legs and wash. Okay? So before you start threatening anything, like it's something new for you, that some kind of character that you're gonna put on, you already are there. Okay? I mean, this girl, like sometimes, you know when you can look at people and you've sort of figured them out. That's what I mean when I say I'm not there, but I already know. Okay? Like, for example, I already know that Brandi uses coffee filters as toilet paper. Okay? And that's when she's out of receipts from the bottom of her purse. Okay? So she wants to act like she's something extra special and fabulous, and now all of a sudden she's going to come out with something low down, and she wants to reference ghettos and as if it's beneath her, but she'll join for a minute in the people and characters that are there. Like this chick, honestly, she makes me so mad. Like, shut the fuck up. What the fuck do you know? Like, as I said, you're already ghetto. You carry it with you in your mind every day. So you could just move right on down the road with that bullshit threat of yours to everybody and anybody. Okay? So after that whole situation, Kyle doesn't win, but because Brandi doesn't move, but Brandi does end up telling Eileen and Lisa that the problem is that Kyle is jealous of Brandi. I mean, that's the other crazy. Like, Kyle Richards with a husband, a whole lot of money, a stable family environment. She is jealous of your ass? I mean, how ridiculous, how out of touch. This chick's delusional. There is nothing Kyle would be jealous about when it comes to you. Okay? So I mean, the ladies, Eileen and Lisa Rinna, they're not buying it, but they're just basically saying, okay, Brandi, that's enough. Like, just stay out of it. Like, just stay out of it. But in the end, Kim drives off with Brandi. And then you have Lisa Rinna and Kyle Richards. They drive off together. And poor Eileen, she's just left there dazed and confused as to how such a fun evening she planned ended up so crazy. And the other point, the other lie, the other bullshit that Brandi ends up saying is that Kyle hasn't been there for her sister Kim, and that Brandi is the only one who cares for Kim and is supportive of Kim. Okay? Well, I'll tell you what, Kyle's gotta be tired. She's been on this road for how many years? Since her mother was alive, and well before that, you know, and she's had it. And I want to point out that people can support others in their sobriety, but it doesn't mean that they have to support you in your bullshit and your alcoholism. Okay? I will support you when you are doing right, and I will tell you something when you are doing wrong. Okay? And everybody wants to tiptoe around Kim. Oh, poor Kim. Oh, don't say anything to Kim. You've crossed the line. You know, that's going too far. You've crossed the line. But you know what? Anyone who tells me I've crossed the line when it comes to telling the truth, you know what I say? I say, there's no way I crossed the line, bitch, because I draw the line. Okay? And sometimes the line might be a little bit closer so I can hear what you're saying. And sometimes I draw the line way the hell back so I cannot hear you or any of your bullshit. Okay? So just remember that, people. You don't have to cross any lines because you draw your own lines. Your boundaries is your business. Okay? Now, you know, most times, folks, like I try and ignore the ignorant. I do. But when it comes to family business and family matters, and you find somebody running their mouth, opening up their mouth, have an opinion about the last 6 months when you've been in the game from day one, it's just too much. It's too far. Okay? And that's what I found the most ridiculous about what happened during that scene. Now, what happens next is one of the best things to happen during this whole season. And that is the car ride home with Lisa Rinna and Kyle Richards. Lisa Rinna. Well, welcome. I kind of like Lisa, you know, sort of a little bit overall. But today, this chick came clean and she let Kyle know the real truth. She said, Kyle, your sister is an alcoholic. And then she said, Brandi's an alcoholic. And everybody is pretending like they're not. And, you know, Kyle sat there. She was uncomfortable, but she needed to be uncomfortable because sometimes that's what's called for when the truth is standing there talking to you. And that is what Lisa did. I love Lisa Rinna. She said, it's disgusting to see somebody go down this road. Yeah, it is. But at the same time, we can't deny it. We can't lie about it. We can't pretend. And then she turns to Kyle And she says, there was a problem with your sister today. So she was on something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was alcohol or something else, but she definitely was wasted. And she goes, you know what I mean, Kyle? What do you think, Kyle? And here's Kyle. I don't know. I mean, she was upset. I know that. I don't know. People, did she really say she didn't know? She is so full of it. And I think she's so conscious of the cameras that she doesn't want to say anything. But it's too late, okay? Kim let it out of the bag when she agreed to come to the party. So don't bother trying to stand there while Lisa's telling the truth and acting like the volume on truth is turned way too low for you to even hear. Okay, that part made me so mad, and it's only going to get worse the longer and the more you continue to pretend and try and spin it and try and put on a good show or minimize the damage. Like, I have no idea, guys. Like, I have no idea why did Kim leave her house? Why did she go to the party? Now, in the car ride where we have Kim and Brandi going home, here's Brandi. First thing she says to her in the car, oh, well, you look lovely tonight. Like, what? After you and her sister start scrapping, after the girls' party, Eileen's party is ruined, you guys escape in the car and you tell this drunk chick that she looks lovely. You have good news for her. She looks lovely. You don't make any sense. Like, what are you talking about? And all Kim can say is, what happened? Why were you and Kyle fighting? Like, you were right there. You were right there. And at one point, you know, when she said that, I thought, okay, well, this chick is so wasted. She doesn't even understand what's going on. And that sounds like it could be true, except, folks, you know your girl, Chay Eday. You know she listens to everything. So after she tried that bullshit line about, well, why were you fighting? Okay? Like, she can't remember. She's unaware of her surroundings. She then later on, a minute later, she goes on and says, when Brandi says to her, you know, you weren't making a lot of sense. You were acting a little funny. And then she says to Brandi, oh, well, that's what Lisa said to me in the car. Well, okay, wait a minute. What is it? Are you too wasted to understand what is happening? Or are you going to remember something from two hours ago, a car ride over, when someone said you're acting a little strange? So that's how I know you're a lie. Okay, I wasn't there, but I already know. All right, so you know what? Those two, they're just talking shit to each other, and, you know, that's all I have to say about that. Let's move on. Let's move on. Next scene we have is Yolanda, and she is talking to her son. This is the first time we've got to see her son properly. And, you know, he's a little cutie patootie for sure. And she's basically doing the mommy thing, the Yolanda thing. It's not that exciting. She talks to her daughter on the phone at one point, checks in with her. She wishes her son a good day, you know, and sort of that's it. This is the easiest paycheck ever. Yolanda has this season paying her to do very little. Actually, to do almost most of the things she would do normally. So, well, boring. Nothing else to say about that. But when Kyle, later on, she meets up with her husband comes home, and Kyle is talking to him saying, guess what? Kim is in the hospital. So now we see the Plan B excuse from Kim Richards. Okay? First, she want to say she was in a lot of pain. She took a pain pill. And then she goes home. Then she wants to make sure she carries on a fuss when she's at home so that Monty, her ex-husband, ends up taking her to emerge and goes to the hospital. Okay? So I see the setup. I don't know what you guys think. I see the lie. Once people try and spin a lie, they just want it to grow and support. See, I really wasn't feeling well. Now I'm in the hospital. Okay, so when Maurizio, who's Kyle's husband, when Maurizio says to Kyle, "Oh, what's she there for? What's the matter with her? What happened?" She says, "Oh, they think it's maybe an ulcer." Okay, wait, what? This is why you need to stop with the lies, Kim. At this point, I want to read you a statement that Kim put out just a couple days ago, real time, real talk, that she put out to the press once the fight episode aired, starting with last week's episode. This is the statement that she put out. Hold on. Because when I saw this quote, I was like, really? You are so lying. All right, so let me read it now. Here's Kim. Before the poker party took place, I had been struggling with bronchitis and pneumonia for weeks. Okay? Remember, she said bronchitis and pneumonia. She's been struggling with it for weeks. Doctors have prescribed her pills and everything. Okay? Now, then she says, if I knew the medication was going to affect me in a negative way, I would never have taken it. Careless decision on my part, lesson learned. That's the first part of her statement. Then the second part, this was the juice. She says, also, I was hurt that all Kyle could say was how embarrassed she was. As a sister, I would be worried, not embarrassed. And I'm just grateful that Brandi was a good friend and supported me. Well, okay. That was her official statement to the press once last week's episode aired. She's grateful to Brandi, and she was battling pneumonia and bronchitis. Now we hear Kim is in the hospital, and when she says to Kyle says, "What's up?" She says they're not sure. She might have an ulcer. Okay, well, which is it? Do you have pneumonia and bronchitis that has been diagnosed and prescribed medication? Although I don't know doctors who prescribe pain medication to addicts. You know, where do they do that at? Like, okay, they prescribe antibiotics or antivirals, that, you know, and tell you, okay, here, pop a Tylenol if the pain gets too bad. That's it. And now all of a sudden she's got an ulcer. The lies just didn't stop. They just didn't stop. And poor Kyle, she's weak. She's exhausted. She's been dealing with it for years. You know, she's had a whole lot. And, you know, sometimes it's just when you're so tired, guys, it's just easier for a minute to believe the lies. You've been there. Everybody's been there. Sometimes you're just like, please be true. Please be true. But, you know, I think the evidence shows that it's bullshit, unfortunately, for Kyle. Then there's a scene where Brandi's talking to her friend, Jennifer, who is an addiction specialist. Now, okay, you know what? I was like, wow, Brandi has friends around addiction specialties? Okay, great. Let's hear their conversation. Let's see what this girl is going to bring to the table for Brandi. Well, everything the chick said, Brandi argued and dismissed. The girl says, oh, you know what? You know, about the fight the other night. She says, why don't you reach out to Kyle? Why don't you have a conversation with her? Brandi, no, I don't want to talk to Kyle. You know, she goes, okay, well, why don't you reach out to Kim? Why don't you talk to Kim and say, check in with her and see what's going on? I don't want to talk to Kim. No, I think I need to leave Kim alone too. Well, like, why the hell is your friend there? Like, she's an addiction specialist and you know all the answers. So why is she there? You just want to pretend like you have these people in your circle and that you are sane. And look, I can't be a drunk. I can't be an addict. I have friends who are addiction specialists. I'm good. But you didn't listen to anything the girl said, not one goddamn thing. So that scene was a waste of time. Waste of her friend's time anyways. But, okay, so Kim's in the hospital. Everybody's like, yada, 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 whatever. So Lisa ends up having her party for fundraising charity for breast cancer, which is great. And this is when all the ladies get together and support the party. And it's supposed to be like buying some jewelry or whatever. Okay. So when Brandi gets there, well, Kyle, you know, true to her word, she didn't say nothing to Brandi. I mean, she didn't even fart in Brandi's direction. You know, I mean, she was good. She was respectful to Lisa's party. But you know that Yolanda, she's trying to have a one-on-one with Brandi saying, girl, what's up? What happened? And all Brandi wants to say is how mean Kyle is, how unsupportive she is, how jealous she is. This is like you're so dumb. Do you really think anybody believes the shit that you say? Like, you know, why are you wasting your breath talking crap? Yolanda is 10 times smarter than you ever will be. But Yolanda, she doesn't call her out on the bullshit, but she tries to be more motherly, and she's like, okay, Brandi, let's talk about your contribution. Were you drinking? Brandi's like, yeah. You know, she's like, well, you know, when you're drunk, things happen and things get out of control and you look at things. Brandi's like, I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Like, oh, okay, so why are you bringing me your problems? Here's another person Brandi is bringing the problems to, and she don't want to listen to anything they have to say. She's like, stop talking about me. This problem is about poor Kim. Poor Kim doesn't have any family to support her. Poor Kim, all she has is me. I'm fabulous. Stop talking about me. Like, oh, like, why are you talking to her then? Anything she says, you're not going to listen to. And then we see Lisa talking to Kyle. And, you know, she sort of gets the sense of what's up, what's wrong, something's up, something's wrong. And they agree to go for drinks later so that Kyle can talk straight, talk open, and dish, you know, with Lisa. But the only other thing that happened at the party was Eileen. Now, I was sitting back, folks. I was like, okay, Eileen, you know, bring it. Bring something. Tell me that you are going to check Brandi properly, okay? This chick needs a scrub down because she's dirty. And she said some filthy things about you, your home, okay? So I'm watching Eileen now. Will you guys watch it? I was ready for it. It was so lame. I mean, Eileen said what she had to say, but you know when you say something, if you say it too nice, it's like they could tune you out and they could walk away saying, that chick wasted my time. She's just being petty or something like that. Like, you gotta be firm. You gotta let people know. And even when she said, if it happens again. Now, to me, if I was there telling Brandi, if it happens again, I'm going to clock you. Or if it happens again, I'm going to kick your ass. Or if it happens again, you can go straight to hell and don't even talk to me. Like something. Here's Eileen. Well, okay, so if it happens again, I guess I'll just tell you right away. Like, what? Tell her right away? Oh, she's going to get told? Like, does Brandi look like she gives a shit what you say? She's going to get told again? That was so disappointing. I think it's because you and I have both seen such outrageous behavior that has gone unchecked. You know, I'm frustrated. And then we have Kyle and Lisa later on, after the party. They're over at Lisa's restaurant having drinks. And Kyle tells Lisa Vanderpump everything that happened. Okay? So what we see is Kyle is now tuning in to Lisa Vanderpump's game. Lisa is on a page that Kyle should have been on with Brandi, 7 chapters ago. Lisa's over Brandi. Lisa's had it with Brandi. Lisa knows the dog, the dirt, the filth, the fleas, Lisa knows the whole package that is Brandi. And she's not interested in dealing with it or getting too close to it. Okay? And so when Kyle is telling her, you know, Lisa's like, yep. Uh-huh. She sure is. That sure did. I'm not surprised. And Kyle took it good because, you know, it can be hard when someone says, I told you so. But between me and you, Kyle is done. She will never forget this situation. Now, like she said, she may in the future be in situations where Brandi's around and you know, stuff like that. She's not gonna act crazy, but you could see it in her eyes when she came between her and her sister, and she's trying to pit them against each other. You can see Kyle's never gonna really fully ever be your friend and trust you again. It's not like they're not gonna film together, but Kyle's had it. And you know what Kyle even said? Kyle's like, I will never forgive her. And that's how I feel. I feel some things in life are unforgivable. And it's not my job to forgive. You know what? I leave forgiveness to God. Fact of the matter is, folks, you know what? Kyle needs to get tough, because going forward, as the episode ends, we see previews for next week. And Kyle is throwing a party for gay people called a Gay Mixer. It seems like it might be at her home. And don't you see in the previews, Brandi shows up in Kyle's home at Kyle's function. And Kyle is saying, you got a lot of nerve showing up here uninvited. You got a lot of nerve. Okay, so that's one thing, you know, sounds fine. But the next preview, we see Kyle sitting at a table with her sister Kim and Brandi coming up to Kyle. Like, bitch, why are you still in my house? You know, you couldn't have a second scene for Brandi to approach me. You know what? I would just drop kick her right at the knee, because that's where Kyle's level is. She's down there. Okay, shorty. Go for the knees. Drop kick her. Grab her hair and haul her right out with the trash. That's what would have happened. There would not be a second scene with Brandi still in my house. So we will see what the preview, you know, is giving us a little taste of. We will see next week. In the meantime, folks, like what you hear. Of course, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Leave comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. And we will do it all over again next week. Until next time, I am your girl, Chay Eday, Queen of Reality Clean, helping to scrub the dirt until they all come clean. Bye for now.